So today we will discuss about doubly linked lists. In previous lectures, we discussed linked list, similar to this. Okay, and sorry, the in this we call these linked list singly linked list, and we have only forward links. So we can only go one direction, that is forward. Okay, so now today we will modify the list, and we will make it more we will add some more links where we can go forward and backwards. So the linked list will look like, so we have a forward link from each node, something like this. The final will be null, and then we have a backward links. So I will use a different color. Each node will have a backward link as well. So this should be null. Similarly, we will have the starting node and the last node or ending node. Okay, and then we have the size as well. Size equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is how it looks like the doubly linked list. So the features are, we have each node has 2 links, and therefore you can go forward and backwards. Okay. So now you are familiar with linked list. So I will not describe everything here. So we will start creating this. It's almost everything is similar. So only difference is we can go backward and forward. So we will discuss how this affect the operations. Okay. So the operation. So we need to have a node class. Okay, and this one should have some data, integer say key, similar to the previous node class. So we need to have class keyword as well, and then we have to have 2 links. One is going forward, we call it next, and the other one is going backwards, we call them previous. So this will be the class, and it will look like something like this. So we have 3 member variables. One is remembering the next address, the other one is to remember the previous address, previous node address. So this is next, and then we have a data section. So you can have any amount of data here. So simplicity, we will have only one data, which is the key or the ID of the node. So you can have any other classes or anything inside this node. Okay, and then we need to discuss the operations. For that, we need a class. So we need a class. We call it a D-linked list. Class, and here we need to have private members. What are the private members? We need to have starting node similar to the previous list, and the last node pointer, and then the size, and then we have public operations. So we should have the constructor. I will write the constructor here, and then we can, there was a mistake. So I will write the linked list constructor, and when we are creating the constructor, our head node should be null, and the tail should be null, and size should be 0. And I forgot to write the constructor for the node class. So how do you write it? So I will write it here. Okay, because so we need a constructor. Node and int k. So key equals k, and when you are creating the next node is null, and the previous node is null. And again, I forgot to mention that we should, since I make this public, so I have to make all these member variables are public, because otherwise I cannot access these members from outside. If you don't need to do that, you can make them private, but for simplicity, I will make them public. Okay, so you need a constructor to initialize a node. So you can have an empty constructor as well if you need. Okay, so then we need to have the other operations. Okay, the first one we will write is display. We need that one, and then we need insert first, and insert last, and insert at a given position. So you have to give the position and the key, and similarly then we want to delete, and delete last, and then delete at a position. You can have some other function like find, so it can be node pointer, sorry, find now, and you can give the key. Sorry. Okay. So these will be the functions we will be writing. Okay. So we will discuss how to do this. So it will be almost similar with this linked list, but there are some differences because we have two links instead of one link. Okay. So we will start doing that. The display function will be the same. Okay. So I will write it during when I am writing the code, and we will start in the insertion function, and the first one insert. Okay, insert at the beginning. Okay, so what are the differences? So first one, so there are two cases, insert to an empty list, and the second one, insert to a non-empty list. So if it is an empty list, in both cases, we have to create a new node, and this one will be null, and this one will be null. Okay, and we have some data, and we will store. Remember this using a node pointer temp. So this is how we created. So you have to node pointer temp equals new node, okay, something like that. And then if it is the first case, if we have an empty list, we will have null for head and tail. So what we want to do is we want to put head here and tail here. So this is for empty list. And if it is non-empty list, so we will have some elements. We don't know how many, but we will have some. Okay. And this one will be the head, and this one will be the tail here, and we will have the new node somewhere, and this one will be temp. Okay, and you will have null here and null here. The first thing you want to do is changing the link. So what you can do is you can make this one to this one. So you won't affect the list. The list starts from here and goes from there. And now you can make this one to point here, because when you go this way, from here you have to go to this node, because now after inserting this this node, after inserting this node at the beginning, at the so this node at the beginning, so you have to go backwards. So you have to make this link to go here. So then and then you have to, so this is not the starting node now, so you have to make this one to move here. Okay, so we have to do three things, and then we have to increase the size by 1. So you have to do these 4 things. Okay, so we will start writing this now. and then we will, so now I will create a new okay. I will insert a new class. So I will make this a D linked list, and I will make it inline to make it easy. Now you will not have a CPP file. Everything will be in the header file. So it will be easier for me. And so I need a node class. So I will make this say node. So since we have this is a new project, so I can use the same class name. Okay, otherwise I have to use a different class name. So public int key, two node pointers, next and previous. Okay, and this one also we have private int size, node pointer, and node pointer, and here also we will have a constructor. So we will have a parameterized constructor. So we have this null, it's not defined, so we have to include IO stream for that. And here also I will create a constructor, public. So size will be 0, head will be null, and tail will be okay. And first we will write the insert function, insert first. So first we want to create a temporary node. And pass the key, and then we want to check. So how do you check? We have to check the list is empty or not. So to check, then use an if condition, head equals null. So we can check like this. And if it is null, head equals 10 and tail equals 10. Okay, and size equals 1. Okay, else else we have to include the node at the top. So first you can make temp. So temp is the first node now after inserting. So temp's next should be the current first node, which is head, and the head is the current first node, and after inserting, the previous of current head should be the temp, and then we have to move the head pointer to the current first node, and then we can increase size by 1. Okay, so this is how we insert a node at the beginning, and to insert at the end. So I will so next one is to insert at the end. So here also the same, we have to check the list is empty or not. If not, we will be having something like this, and we will be having something like this. Okay, so we will have the new node here, and this will be temp. So we will store it at temps, and so this will be null, and this will be null, and we have the key. And now first what we want to do is, we have the temp, using temp folder we can access this node, and then what we can do is we can use this pointer and point it to this one, because when we insert this node, this one will be the last node. Okay, so we can move this pointer to here, and then we can move this pointer to here. This one will be first, and this one will be second, and then so this one is not the last node now, so we have to move this one to here, and then increase size by 1. Okay, so these are the things we have to do. So I will move back to the insert. Okay, so here also same, we have create the key node using the key, and then we check the list is empty or not. If list is empty, we can use the same check here, and if it is empty, we can move the head pointer to the temp node, the new node, and tail pointer to the new node again, and size should be 1, else tail next should be the temp, and temp previous should be tail, and then move the tail pointer to the current new node and increase the size by 1. So that is all. Okay, so now we can use this to insert to the beginning and end. Before that, we will write the display function. The display function will be similar, because we will be moving from the first node to the last node. So we have to use the current pointer, and we make it head. So we are starting from head node, and while current not equals to null, we do this thing. So when the current is null, that means we are at the end of the list, we will stop. So current is not null, so we have to put the node value. And we will print some space here, and at the end we will put a new line. Okay, and so now it will only print the first node because we are not moving. So after printing the first node, we have to move the current pointer to the next node, which is current next. Okay, so now we have all these functions we need, and we will go to this one and display. So we can create the linked list. Before that, we have to include that function. Include the header file and list. Insert first, second, so when you run this one, it will look like this. Okay, so now we will insert some more and see. 20, and then list insert last, say 40. And we didn't display, and we can display the results now. So there's a mistake somewhere. Insert first. Okay, and then temp next is head previous is temp, and head equals temp. That is fine, right? Okay, so there's a problem here. So that was the problem, I guess. Okay, so you can see to find errors, sometimes it's very difficult. So it's a very simple error, so I didn't see it. So now you can see I inserted 10 first, and then insert first 20, and then insert last 40. So you can see now it is working. Okay, so now we will go to the next function, which is insert at a given position. So here, first we have to check the position is valid, then similar to the previous singly linked list, we can do that. So we will see how to do it, and then we have to check. There are three conditions if position is equal to 0. So this is insert at the beginning, and then if position is the last position, this means we can use insert at end. The next case is inserting at the middle. So here first what we want to do is go to the position, okay, and then we can insert. So for example, so we will have a node like this, and this is tail, and this is head, and the size is 1, 2, 3, 4. So our size is, we have 6 nodes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nodes here. Okay. So when we are inserting, so we can insert here, or we can insert here, we can insert here, we can insert here, we can insert here, we can insert here or here. But after inserting, this is will be the 0th position. This will be the first, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our position should be equal to size, which is 6. Okay, and it should be greater than or equal to 0. So we have to check this one first. Okay, and then only we can insert. So now, say for example, we want to insert the node here. Okay, so we have null here, and this one will be null, and so this one is 10. So we want to insert here. So what should happen after inserting? After inserting, so it should go this way. So after this one, this way. After this one, this should go to this node and then go like that. So this is how should it look like after inserting the node. Before changing these links, it's safer to modify these two links, because these two links are not affecting the linked list. So first what we will do, we will make this one here and this one here. Okay, after that we can change this one here and this one here. So we have 4 operations here, because we have 4 nodes, 4 links, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4 links. So we have to change all these 4 links. To change this, we can stop somewhere here. So our current pointer can start from here, okay, and we can move 1, 2, 3. If we are inserting to the 4th position, we can move the current position minus 1 time to come to this position. And after that, what we can do is we can access this node and we can access this one, because we can access this one through this one or this one, and we can access this one through the temp pointer. Okay, so how do you do it? Okay, so this is little bit complex, So first, what we can do is we can make the these two links first. So temp, this is the easiest one, previous, should be equal to this node. Okay, so that is current. And then this one, this link we can change, which is this one is, this is current, and the current next is still pointed to this node. So temp next should be current next. Okay, and then we can change these two. So this is current, and current next is temp. And then this one's previous node, which is this one, should point it to this. So that is, so how do you access this one now? So we cannot access this using current next, because current next is not here, because we change it to here. Okay, so we cannot access this node using current next, but we can access this one using temp next. Temp is this one, temp next is this one. So temp next is this node. So that one's previous link should be equal to current. And then we can increase size by 1. So we have to change 1, 2, 3, 4 links. So the order is important, because if we change one of these first, we may lose the access from this way or that way, from this way or that way. So it is better to change these two links after changing these two links, because that will make it easier for you to insert. Okay, so now we will write that one. Can you see the screen? Because I changed the screen. So void insert at a given position and key. First, we have to check the position. Okay. So if position is less than 0 or position is greater than size, this is not valid position. The position should be equal to 0 or greater than 0, or equal to size or less than size. So this is invalid. So we can return the function else if. Now we have to check the different cases. Position equals 0. What we will do, else if position equals size, this is the last position, last valid position, and then else means we are inserting in the middle. So here it's very easy. We can call the insert first function and pass the key, and here it's also easy because we have written the functions, pass the key, and then here. So first we need to move to the for the position int I equals 0 I less than position minus 1 times, okay, I plus plus. Next. So now we have moved to the node just before inserting. So first temp previous equals current. So after inserting temp node, so we haven't created the node here, so I will create it here. Pass the key, okay, and then temp next equals next, and then so what do we do now? Current next equals temp. So after current, the next node will be temp after inserting temp. So we are inserting temp node after the current node, and then so the next previous node, which is after the current, cannot be accessed using current next, because current next is pointed to temp now, as you can see here. So it is pointing to temp. So to access the previous next node, we have to use temp next. So temp next is, we have the previous current next, okay. That node's previous should be temp, okay, and then increase size by 1, and now we are done. I will put a space here, okay. So this will be the insert add function. So we will test this. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. We'll see whether we have errors now. So you can see. So here, so now when we come here, we will have 20, 10, and 40. 20, 10, and 40. Then we insert 32 to the second position. So second position is, 0th position is here. Okay, first position is here. Second position is, sorry, 0th position is here. First position is here. Second position is here. So 33 should go after 10. So it is fine. And then we insert 0 position 11. 0 means the first position here. So it should come before 20, and 5 is, so we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places, and 5 is the last place. So you can see, so it is inserted at the end. Okay, so now we have written the all 3 inserting functions, and now we can use this to insert node to any place. We will discuss about deleting a node from the doubly linked list. So deleting a node. First, what we want to check is whether list is empty. Okay, and then we can check whether the list has one element. So we discussed last time, if we have one element, there will be a different way of doing it. Actually, the first thing we have to check is whether the position is valid. Okay, and then here, so we have three cases. First, deleting the first node, and then deleting the last node, and then deleting a middle node. Okay, so these are the three cases. So how do you do it? So deleting the first node. Okay, so if you have only one node, what will happen? So our head will be this, and our tail also will be this. And if you want to delete, what will happen is you make head equals null, because after deleting, and tail equals null, and size will be 0. So this is the starting values. Okay, and then if you want to delete a node with more than one node, so now tail will not be changed, but the head should change. So how do you change it? Okay, so when you delete this, you have to move this head pointer to the next node. Okay, so you can easily do it. First we will use a temporary pointer to remember the address of this node, because otherwise we will not be able to delete when we change these values. And then, so first you make this one to this one, you can make this first, and then, so after deleting there will be no memory here, so you have to make this one null. Okay, so this node null, and then you can delete this node and reduce the size by 1. Okay, so we will see how to do it. So I will not return anything in this one. So we have to check if head is equals to null, or you can just check like this, if head. If it is true, that means there will be a value. If it is not, there will be no value. Or you can, so if it is head means, okay, so we will say if it is not, if it is equal to null, what you want to do is you have to put a message and you stop the cursor. Else, if say size equals 1, this means we have only one element. Okay. So in this case, you can first delete head. So you delete the only node now, and then you make head equals null. Head equals null. We don't have a node now. Size equals 0. And then else. So this means we are deleting from a list where there are more than one element. So what we want to do is we can move the head. First, we have to remember the temp head. So we are going to delete the first node, head node, now the temp node. Before that, we move head equals head next. Okay. So head next also not null now because we have more than one element. So now head previous. Now head is the second node. So second node previous will make it null. And now delete head and size reduce by 1. Okay. So first check the list is empty and then check whether you have exactly one element. So else means now it is not empty. It is not having only one element. So it is having more than one element, 2 or more. So you assign the first node to the head, the temp to the head node first, where you are going to delete, which is you are going to delete, and then you make the current head to the next node, the second node, and then the second node is now head. That is previous node, you make it null because you are going to delete the first node, and then you delete the first node, and then you reduce the size by 1. Okay, so you can see the first node is deleted. Okay, delete the last node. So again, we have to check whether the list is empty or whether we have only one node. Okay, it is similar, but if you have more than one node, it will be something like this. So now this is tail and something like this. So we want to delete this node. Okay, so first we make a temporary pointer and remember this node, and then we move this one to here, and then after that we want to remove this node and this link and make it null, because after deleting you cannot point that to this memory location. So it should be null, because otherwise you will not stop when you traverse through the list. So until it is null you move. So since this is not null, you will move to here, but there's no memory, your program will crash. So to avoid that, you have to make this null as well. So you have to do these 3 things, and you have to reduce the size by 1 as well. Okay, so I will write that one as well. So void delete last. So if head equals null, list, return from the function without doing anything, and else if size equals 1, we are deleting from a list which has only one element, so you may delete head, so you delete the only node, and then head equals null and tail equals null. Size equals 0. Else means we are deleting from an unempty list which has more than one element. So now create a new pointer, head equals the last node, and then move the tail to the previous node of the tail, the current tail. So this is the previous node to the current tail, and then you can delete them, and then you make tail next equals, and then size deleting the last node. So we first check the list is empty, and then we check this one having one node, because you can see we are changing both nodes, both head and tail pointer here, but here we are changing only head pointer, tail pointer only here. So there are three cases to be precise. Okay, so now we will delete the last node and see. And you can see from here you delete first, it will delete 11, and here from here you delete 40 last node, which is 44, and you can see it is deleted. So now you can see we have implemented the similar functions as single linked list. So now we have to go to the next case, which is deleting a node from the middle. So so we have the linked list like this now. Okay, so this is null, and this one also null, and this is head, and from here you go this way, this way, this way, this way, and this way, and from here you will go this way, this way, and this way, and this way. So our indices are 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 6 elements, and our indices valid index, so we can delete this node, this node, this node, this one, or this one, or this one. Okay, so deleting this one we have already programmed, deleting first, and deleting last also we have created. And then now we want to delete these middle nodes. Okay, for example, we are going to delete this node now. So how do you do it? So after deleting, your list should go like this. Okay, so this node should be removed from the list. So to do that, first we will move to the that node. Okay, so we can move to this node because we can access these three two links. Okay, so we will not change this one and this one first because it will affect the linked list. So first we will change either this one or this one. So how do you access this one? This one is current next. So this one is current and this one is current next. So this one is current next and this one is current and this one is current previous. Okay, so we haven't changed these two links, so we can this is okay. So now we want to first change this this link, okay, and put it here, and then change this one and put it here. So now this one is eliminated from the list. So when we come like this, and we will go like this and go, and when we come from here, and when we come from here, you can see when we go like this and here. Okay, and then we can just delete this node current. Okay, so how do you do it using the code? First, this one's next node. So this one is current previous. So current previous is the previous node. That one's next link, that is this one, should go into this one. This one is current next, and then we have to access this link and remove it and put it into here. So this one is current next, that one's previous node should go to here, which is current previous. And now we can delete current. So when you delete current, this link and this link will be deleted because it is inside this node. Okay, and then you remove reduce the size by 1. So now we will see how to program this thing. Okay, so void delete at given position, and first thing we have to check is the position is valid or not. If position is less than 0 or position is greater than or equal to size. So now the size, if you try to delete size, it is also invalid position because we start with 0, and if there are 6 elements, so the last index is 5. Because so if you give position like delete 6, it will be an invalid position. So that is why, not like earlier, we have included equal mark, not like in the insertion function. So now this is else if we are going to delete the first node, which is the 0th position. So we know how to do it. Delete. We have written it. Else, if the last node, which is position equals, what is that? size minus 1, because last node is position equals size minus 1. Delete. And then else, okay, we are going to delete a middle node. So now we can directly go to the, not like in the singly linked list. Singly linked list, we have to stop then just the node before, but here we can go to the exact node, because we can go backward from that one, because in singly linked list we have to stop before, because we have to cannot go backward. But now here we can go both ways, so we can go to the position, not position minus 1. Okay, so we have to have the current equals head. Okay. So now, so we have to change the links in the list. So first we make run previous. We go to the node before the deleting node and make the next node of that one to the next node of the current. And then we go to the current next node, which is the next node. The previous of this one should be the previous node of current node. Now we can delete current, and size should be okay. So that is all, I guess. So we will check this one now. So I will remove this, and I will use delete at say 2. So the second node, that is the third node in the list. So we will see. Okay. So 0, 1, 2. So 10 is the second node, and you can see 10 is deleted from the, so the 10 is the second node. 0, 1, 2. So the 10 should be deleted, and you can see from this link 10 is deleted. Okay. So so this is how you can use the doubly linked list. Okay. So now we have actually discussed both singly linked list and doubly linked list.